Welcome to this video where I'll be describing how to delay a function. So right now I collided, and then 2 seconds later, our game over scene loads. Now let's get started. To start off, I want to preface by saying that the method I'm showing here today works in both 2D and 3D games or projects, so by no means is this just limited to 2D. So here I have a 2D platformer, I have my player, and I have the enemy. And so let's say when I collide with the enemy, I want this lose text to appear, but then 2 seconds later, or a few seconds later, I want to actually load my lose screen, or this lose scene. So we want the lose screen to happen after 2 seconds after the collision, but also after this you lose text appears. So now this you lose text I already have set active in my script, so I created a public game object, lose text, and I'm setting it active during the collision. But how do we make the lose scene, this new lose screen scene, appear later? Now, the method of doing that is called a coroutine, and a coroutine is kind of like a method, but then it waits a certain amount of time before it proceeds. So what I can do is I can start a coroutine in this if statement, and then so once line 42 is read, this same method will occur as the same time as the rest of all of this. So by this I mean that if I were to start our coroutine, wait then load, while this is waiting for this certain amount of time, this will still occur. Now here I created our coroutine, and this is the way you would create it. So you'd create a private, it's called IE numerator. This is the name. I just chose it randomly. You could call it whatever you want, just like a method. It's up to you, but usually it's good to name it something that makes sense. Now depending on when you want this delay to end, so when you want your function to occur, there are a couple of different methods of doing this. So if you type wait, now there are a bunch of different options. You can wait till the end of the frame, for fixed update, which is essentially the update but later happens, for seconds real time. So all of these are different methods. So let's say I want 2 seconds, like 2 actual seconds in our world. I can choose seconds for real time, or if you just type seconds for real time, and then I want 2, so I'll say 2.0f, and remember that's a float, so to prevent any errors I'd always do the 2.0f. And then now let's say we want to load our new scene. So this is where any of the actual functions that you want to happen after this 2f will occur. And again, it does not just have to be limited to one line. It can be a series of things you want to happen after 2 seconds. And then just remember here that you need to start the coroutine. So when my player collides with the enemy, I'm starting this wait then load coroutine here, and while we're waiting for that 2 seconds, this lose text.setActiveTrue is still happening. So if I were to save this script, I can test this out, but first let me disable this you lose so that when I play and collide with the enemy, the you lose will appear first, and then 2 seconds real time later, without me having to do anything, this new scene will load. So now if we go back to the code just one more time, make sure you start your coroutine where you want. And again, this is sort of like a method, so you need these parentheses here. Wait then load is just the name that I gave it. You could call the coroutine whatever you want. Then what happens is, as your coroutine is running, the rest of this will happen, but after your 2 seconds of real time, whatever function you want to delay will occur. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope this has clarified how to delay a function so that's at a later point in time.